is it important for each and every one of us to try something new, to get out of your comfort zone? You know, recently we moved all the way from Philadelphia to Florida, and that was a big change for us because one of the reasons we did that is because we wanted to try something new. And sometimes it's so important to switch up something major in your life, whether that's switching to a new congregation, deciding, hey, I'm getting into a relationship with the next person I see, we're gonna be great friends, male or female. And on top of that, maybe I'll even marry them. Do something drastic. Maybe not so quick, but you have that intention. Or you have been in one kind of industry in your job for a long time, and then you realize, hey, I'm sick of doing this. Or maybe you're not sick of it, but you're ready to try something new. Why is it important, let's say job-wise, trying something new? So you recently, I mean, it depends on what you want to share. But
I share it all.
Okay, share it all.
I always had an hourly paying job.
Yeah.
And I love
Trading
to work.
her time for money, which
And
I think is terrible.
love to work. I would have 3-4 jobs, even 5 if I had the time. I just love to work.
Yeah.
I like to get a paycheck and I like to do things with my paycheck. So I like to work. I love to work. And so I was like, I'm sick of it. Like, I feel like I put so much time, whatever kind of job I do, whether it was nursing, cleaning, whatever I did, I gave it my all. I'm really committed to whatever I do. Like, even if I don't like something, I'll find the good side of it and I'll focus on it and I love it. I'll find a way to love whatever I do. And because I like to work. And I was like, I'm sick of it. And he's like, he told me you should do a commissions job. And I'm like, no, commission
Where you only get paid based upon your results.
Your production.
But see, that's beautiful. And let me cut it real quick, because when you work hourly, let's say you work at a department store and your job is to be a cashier or help people around the store. And at first, you're really terrible at the job. You're messing up on the cash register, you don't know where anything is in the store. It's a struggle. But after a couple days, maybe even a couple weeks, you start to really get a handle on things. You learn how to do it, you learn where everything is, you're perfect at the cash register, and you become an expert being a cashier or just working in a certain department of, say, a department store. But the problem is, after a certain while, you'll become so good that you've hit your peak, where there's no more growth. And they're not gonna promote you to manager within a month or 2 months. So whatever they set you at the hourly rate, you're gonna be at that hourly rate for at least another 6 months, in most cases, even a year. And if they do give you a raise, what is the hourly raise? $1, $2,
50 cents,
50 cents, 75 cents, nothing major, right? And it's like that year after year after year. And maybe, you know, after a year or 6 months or after a while, you get a new title, new position. Now you're the manager, now you're the store manager, now you're climbing up the corporate ladder.
But with that, you have to.
It takes time and time and time. And the problem is, you're not getting paid based upon results. You're not getting paid based upon how good you are at your job. You're getting paid based upon the hourly. So it doesn't matter how much work you did that day or even how little, that's the benefit, you'd still get that hourly pay. If you're making $10 an hour, you'll always make $10 an hour. Even if you did a little bit of work or you did a lot of bit of work, you're gonna get paid what? The same. So the reason why I encourage my wife, because I said commission sales is fire, because you'll, just like any other job, you're terrible on the first day, the second day, you're terrible, you know, within the first week maybe even you're terrible within your first month. But after a while, with commission jobs, you start to get the hang of it. You're like, man, I'm getting really good at this. But when you're no longer trading your time for money, and the only thing you're trading is your results for money, the better you get at the job, the more money you make. So whereas with an hourly, you could become an expert at that hourly job, you're not gonna make more money because you're an expert. But with sales or a commission job, you become an expert, the better you get, the better your check gets. The better you are at talking to people, the better you are at creating results, the more money you're gonna make. And what were you saying? That attracted you.
That attracted me, but I was afraid because I'm like, I don't know if I can do that.
Right.
Like, he's always done that and he's great. And I'm like, I mean, I'm good with customers. Like, I have great customer service skills.
Right.
Like, I'm very friendly. I'm really good. When I have to say something, I'll say it. But I don't know if I can do that. I was like,
Right.
that's a big jump.
It's like a sales job? No.
I don't know.
Right. But remember, the concept of this video is try something new. So
And
getting
I
over
just-
that fear of trying something new, you were scared, but you said,
I'll do it.
take them through your thought process.
I
Take
said
them through your thought process.
I said, you know, I was afraid, but I was like, I'll be great at whatever I do.
Yeah.
That's what I told myself. I was like, I've gone to so many different interviews, things I've never done before, you know, office work, like data entry, all this other stuff that I've never even gone to school, ever even done.
Mhm.
And I learned it in a day.
Right.
And they love me. They're like, oh, don't leave. We love you. What? And I just might not stick with the job because I don't like sitting down or, you know, my reasons for not staying there. But I said, you know what? I'll do good at whatever I set my mind to. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I started looking for work
Right.
as commissions only, and I've gone to interviews just recently, and they love me, like, you know, and I'm still trying to see what's gonna be the best
Right.
for me. But he convinced me completely. I used
Hopefully
to
I convinced you.
I used to work at an office helping students not default on their loan, so I used to call them for them not to default on their loan and get them
Right.
to make payments. And he's like, that's sales.
That's sales, baby.
How do you
Come on.
cold call these people and tell them, you know, you need to pay your bill? And I was like, oh my gosh, that really was, but I wasn't getting paid commission for it. I was getting
Right.
paid hourly. It was good hourly, and he was like, you can do it, Monica.
Yep.
And I was like, I can do whatever, you know, like I'm good at it. I know I am. I mean, I'm Guatemalan. Everybody in
Come
Guatemala
on, baby. Listen, don't hate on them.
But-
and you got racists out there.
Yeah, but I like, I'm committed to doing it now.
To trying
It's
something new.
scary,
So look,
but-
family, when you get out of your comfort zone, you'll see a side of your personality and things that you've never seen before start to reshape the person that you are. So perhaps you only thought you were capable of one thing. You thought I could only live in the same house that I grew up with and my parents. And then you realize, you know, hey, I could get my own apartment. Or maybe you wait until you get married and you get your own apartment. You're like, man, I don't know how to pay bills. I don't know how to do that. And then you learn how to pay bills, right? Because you're being forced to do these things. Well, I couldn't be a wife or a husband, but then you get married and you get forced into that position of, hey, you better learn how to be a wife, how to be a husband. And man, you didn't even expect kids, and now kids are on the way, and now you have to learn how to be a mother or a father. Getting out of your comfort zone allows you to see things in your personality that you never thought you could do. If you speak to a lot of people, they say, you know, man, I never thought I could go door to door preaching. That's just, look, I'll do the whole witness thing. I'll do the whole Jehovah's style. This is what people say coming into the truth. But you know, that the whole door to door, I'm never doing that. Next thing you know, they're pioneers and they're crushing it at the door. How is that possible? Well, you don't know what you're capable of unless you put yourself in those circumstances. You don't know what's best for you until you make a move. You gotta take action. You could contemplate all day all the pros and cons and benefits and side effects and all the great things, bad things. But if you think too much, you're never gonna do anything. So some of the best ways to experience, so many people, well, I don't know my passion. What's my passion? I want passion, but I don't know what's my passion. Well, you have to try and experience new things. What if you get that job that you never thought you would enjoy? You'd hate that job. And then you try it, and it's the best thing that's ever happened to you. And now you love that. You can't see your life any other way.
I think everything always goes down to what I told him when we were talking a few days ago or even a week ago, is my mentality of the way I was raised.
100%. And
the
it
way
comes
that,
down to your conditioning.
Yeah, the way that everybody does it. Everybody does an hourly job. I mean, a commissions only job is difficult.
That's too scary.
It's hard, it's difficult, but if you want something,
But if you say
and
it's
you
difficult,
try it,
it'll be difficult.
yeah, but if you want something and you want to try it, it's good. I'm so excited to try something different in my life. Like, I'm
And
like,
you gotta spice things up. That's what creates
I love
excitement,
change.
love,
I love
variety,
change.
spice,
I
certainty.
like different things. I get bored too easily. I'm like,
100%.
what's next? What's next? What do we do next? Like,
Yeah.
what's next, babe?
Yeah.
What do I do next? I'm gonna be better at it than you are.
No. No. But
I'll surprise you.
no.
I'll surprise you.
No, you gotta read way more books than me. Go to way more courses.
Says who?
Watch more videos
I
than
learned
me
from
on
you.
training sales.
I learned
know,
from
I know.
you.
You do learn from me because I do practice everything on my wife. But the concept of this video, family, is get out of your comfort zone. You need to try new things. If you don't think you could ever get married, start not by going up to somebody and marrying them, but get into a relationship. Oh, I could never be with somebody again. I heard my parents had a bad relationship, therefore I'll never get married. How do you know that? You need to go out and try it. I could never eat that kind of food, and then you try it and you love it. I could never be vegan. Oh, and then you try it and you love it. I could never be vegetarian. Oh, I love it. I could never travel and go there because that's just too much. It's too stressful. And then you try it and you love it. Try new things. How do you find your passion? You try new things at an early age. And if you're watching this later in life, it doesn't matter. Try new things. Go to new places. Get out of your comfort zone. Do things. Whatever you think you can't do, do it. Whatever you think you shouldn't do, in certain, as long as it's within your conscience standards, do it. Whatever you think is the opposite of your personality. So if you're an introvert, you hate people, don't like being around people.
Not that you hate, but you probably.
No, but you feel more comfortable, being alone rather than with people. Go do a job that's surrounded by people. Get out of your comfort zone, because next thing you know, you're like, man, I thought I was an introvert, but man, I love being around people and getting this job and this atmosphere. Go try new things, and that is how you find your passion. That is how you spice up your life.
Look,
and that is how you take your life to another level.
You think that I would be talking to a bunch of people watching me
this is trying a new thing
on YouTube?
Yep.
No,
we started
I
this
was
less
so
than a year
shy.
ago.
And you think that I would have made that move to say I want to do a commissions only job just because? This helped me.
Right.
This helped me.
Right.
This helps me comment at the meetings. I'm way more open. I have so much to say and to give, and I'm more open about it. And when I'm on interviews, I'm like, I'm not even nervous.
100%.
I'm so confident. It's not about me being like cocky or anything like that. I'm just confident of who I am and what I can bring to the table.
Right.
Like, that's it. And whatever you give, that's what they're gonna get and that's what they're gonna receive. If you're confident, that's what they're gonna feel. They're gonna feel like you're a confident person. You're gonna be great at whatever you do. Like, it's all about the energy and what you bring. So it's
100%.
just do it.
It's the best way to live your best life. You don't want to live the life, because at the end of your road, at the end of the trip, you're about to die. You're laying there. You're not thinking of all the things that you did do. You're thinking of all the regrets of things that you did not do. Ask anybody. Go to a retirement home. Speak to your grandparents. Speak to somebody older. Their regrets are normally not the things that they did do. Very rarely. It's always the things that they didn't do. So try new things. Do new things. Get out of your comfort zone and live your best life. Thank you so much, family, for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give us the thumbs up. Are you committed to trying new things? Put it in the comments below. And of course, be sure to
share and subscribe if you haven't done so already.
All right, family, we love you guys.
Love you guys.